as you were speaking of, like, there's no short sales, not going to be like a shortage or anything. Just critical thinking right now, based on knowing that there's so many people on unemployment, or so many people that got stimulus, and financial literacy is so bad that they've been spending it. For those people that I feel did lose the jobs and stuff, do you feel we'll have a rise in NODs? Because I feel like if they haven't been paying mortgage because some deferred it or some did forbearance, and then they didn't use their unemployment or stimulus, do you think we'll see a bigger change at the end? Because I feel we are, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, that's the great debate. So first and foremost, let's just kind of break this down, because I think this is probably the most important question you can ask yourself today. And let's be clear, there will, like right now, a lot of the numbers I've thrown out are nationally speaking. When we talk about foreclosure crisis or short sales or NODs, this is where we're going to have to get micro focused. And I like to use Las Vegas as an example, right? I'm lucky enough to interview a guy who's lived in Vegas for 30 years once a month on my channel. And we both have been just hilariously laughing at what's going on, right? Prices are up like 30%, no inventory, all of these things. And they have 23% unemployment. I mean, reconcile that in your mind for a minute. And what's really going on, to your question, Maria, is we have what's called the K-shaped recovery. Unfortunately, a lot of the pain that has been felt in the industry for people is people in the service industry, hotels, restaurants, retail, things of that nature, entertainment. And again, it's very different in very different markets, but a lot of those folks are renters, not owners. But there have been owners who have been hit by this. Maybe they lost their business, or they were the owner of the retail shop or whatever. So this is what's going to happen, right? We're going to get to the end of this, and forbearance periods will end, and there's going to be an event. Let's just make it July 1st. And again, it could be September. Actually, I think it's September 1st now for foreclosure forbearance. So we get to September 1st. Nobody is late yet, because the bank and the borrower agreed that they would have this window where there's no payments. Now it's September 1st. The bank's going to go, okay, federal government's not mandating anything now. Now I'm going to look at this. Okay, you're down $25,000. They're going to look at they're going to ask you prove your financial hardship. First thing you're going to do is send them your bank statement. And if you got 50 or 60 grand in the account, they're going to say, give me my 25 grand now. And they will reinstate the loan. No harm, no foul. Second, they're going to take the financial statements and go, shoot, you don't have any money, but you're employed. You were unemployed for 6 or 9 months, but now you're working. So they're going to underwrite the loan again. And they're going to say, hey, can you make the original payment? Maybe there's 3 grand. They're going to say, yes, you can now pay the 3 grand because you're working again. Then they're going to go back and take the $25,000. And everything I've read is they're going to create a second mortgage. They're going to stick it on the back, and it won't come due until the first is paid off or you sell the property. Third is going to happen is, oh my God, you're employed now, but you're not making as much as you used to. You can't afford 3 grand, but you can afford 2,400. So most banks, because they don't want to do a foreclosure crisis, are going to rewrite the loan, extend the term, lower the rate, whatever it is. They're going to make that buyer whole because they are working and they can pay 2,400. So they're going to come back. Then they're going to be the people that don't have any money, don't have a job, and they have no hopes for paying it. That whatever that set is, that's where you're going to see NODs filed. But again, remember, what are they going to do first? They're going to list their home. Unless you bought your house in the last 7 days, you probably have equity. So again, if you have equity, if you're sitting on 40 grand and you can cover commissions, anything more than that ends up in your pocket. So I think most people are going to be made whole with the mortgage. Maybe they stick it on as a second. Yes, there will be some people that are forced to sell. Most of them have equity. There will be some percentage, 5, 15, 25, that just refuse to play ball. They refuse the lender phone calls. They just stick their head in the sand and hope it all goes away. Those people will go into a foreclosure process. You will see NODs tick up. It will be nothing like 2008, 9, and 10, not even close numbers wise. And, they will foreclose. But guess what? That stuff shows up 700 days later based on last time. So again, if we're waiting for some crash because some wave of foreclosures, it's 2022. It's not 2020. So the only inventory that's going to show up now is the people with no job but have equity. There will be some of those. I don't know what percentage that is, 10, 20%. That will be some inventory that will come on, but they have equity. They're going to cash out. They're going to go become renters somewhere else because their credit will be impacted. And that's okay. I don't think the pain from this is going to be anything close to what, oh my God, 3.2 million foreclosures coming. You're kidding me. That's not going to happen.